I've brought in my daily run of the mill, I've brought reworks down from 13.7% to 0.25%. That's about, at the current rate, it's about 4 jobs per year that needed to be rebored. 2 of those reworks wasn't even my fault, but I fixed it anyway. Now, so this is the process of reboring or resleeving. First, we will clean the block, the seating surface, clean it and set it up on the rebore or resleeve machines. I will set up the cutter, check the size, and then I'll set it up for a final size 800s before honing. I need about 800s to give the correct honing pattern for a cylinder block. That's about the standard anywhere in the world, if I'm not mistaken. The next photo will be where I've bored out a block to fit a new sleeve with resleeving. The bottom left is the replacement sleeves that I'm going to fit into that block. I used a 60-ton manual press to fit the sleeves, and bottom right will be a Mercedes-Benz V6 that I've made dollies for on the lathe to be able to set the block up to machine it, to rebore it and deck it. Yeah, this is the honing and quality checks, the final quality check. Our honing machine is it's a NC honing machine, so it's semi-CNC with manual input. So first photo will be where I set up the bore size, the length of the bore, set up the stroke. I set up the crosshatch. We work with a 28-degree crosshatch. That's your honing pattern. And I use a 220 grit honing stone for finish, for a final finish. Sorry. I check and recheck as often as possible that my sizes are correct at least 6 points. That will be top, middle, bottom, and then across top, middle, bottom, to make sure it's 100% round and it's accurate to within 0.01 of a millimeter, and that's as accurate as you get. So here's some of the general engineering that I do. From broken bolts, removing broken bolts, to fitting helicoils or recoils. I'm not too sure what they call it otherwise. I know in South Africa we call it recoil. From customers that breaks pieces out of blocks, I can fix that. That's oxyacetylene brazing. Finish it off nicely. It looks brand new. The bottom left photos is where I repair a crank nose that the keyway ran out and the pulley started eating up the crank nose. I machine it down, braze it up, machine it down to the specific pulley size, and then I cut a new keyway, bottom right, a new keyway, then the crank nose is as good as new. Yeah, some of the machining I've made, I make small end bushes more than often to specific sizes for specific conrods and customers, from racing to your normal round-of-the-mill car in the street. I I've made those extension hubs, the middle photo. Those extension hubs came out of thought. I had the wheel or the rim, I had the hub, and the customer asked me to make extension hubs for him. That is what came out, and it worked like a bomb.
Do you ever deal with other workshop guys?
That comes to us to fix it.
Yes. Does it ever
A
happen?
lot. A lot.
A lot. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you've got a good brand, you've got a good name there as a company, having this volume of work. What was it? 10,000 jobs in 7 years. That breaks down to quite a lot of jobs per year.
Yeah, it's 1,000, say 1,500, give or take. Toyota, I see probably once, twice a week. Nissan, it varies from week to week. So in the last 7 years, I've done 840 call-outs to most of the clients that I've named. Out of that 840 call-outs, our company has 60% came back for strip and reconditioning. That's income generated through my assessment. The 40% that we do not get to recondition, we still get a call-out fee and from the assessment. So yeah, it's a win-win for me and my employer.
What is your value that you're going to bring over to the New Zealand employer?
Yeah, that's a question. Well, I'd say I'm a self-made person. In a sense, I study myself to always do a little bit better than I was yesterday. My dad was very strict, and he taught me the drive to perfection, to be on point, to the highest demands and tolerances in almost any industry. Yeah, he taught me a lot. And in our workshop, we have several machines and equipment. As head of department, I am able to, how do I say? I'm able to use each and every machine in the workshop. In my department, I can use every machine to exact specifications within 0.01 of a millimeter. I mean, that's as accurate as it gets. As head of department, I've upskilled. I'm responsible for the upskill of the people that works underneath me. Although they are qualified tradesmen, it's still my responsibility to keep the standards high. I'm in charge of the quantity that goes out, the quality of the work. So that's quite a bit. Like I said, I can operate all the machines in the departments that I work in, about 8 or 9 machines. And I can consistently put out accurate work, no matter what the pressure, whether it's a urgent job or whether the job must go out next week. It's all the same to me. Accuracy is key. I'm always willing to learn new machines. For me, it's very exciting. I mean, I love machines. So it's nice to learn something new always nice to learn something new. My level of repairing and reconditioning, I work on cylinder blocks as small as 40 millimeters. That's probably a 2-stroke, all the way to heavy freight trucks to 130 millimeters. If the machine could go bigger, I would most probably be able to do it. That's engine cylinder blocks from a lawnmower, a petrol, diesel, earth moving, farm implementation, and heavy marine diesel engines. I have repaired around about 10,000 jobs, or done 10,000 jobs in the last 7 years, which comes down to about 1,500 jobs in a month. I also gone on call-outs to well-established dealerships such as Toyota, Nissan, Ford, Caterpillar, JCB, John Deere, you name it, I've probably been to them. Those call-outs was about 840 call-outs in 7 years, with where I went to assess and report probable cause of fault to the dealership, of which my company gets a call-out fee, and 60% of that 840 call-outs comes back to our workshop to be reconditioned to dealership specifications, and that's income generated through my assessment. Every job has an accuracy rate within 0.01 of a millimeter. That's the type of specifications I work on. I mean, that's as accurate as you get in this industry. I've been at John Durkin nearly 14 years, and willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done accurate and on time, and as cost saving to the customer as possible. I basically bring a full package. I'm willing to start in a lower position as head of department. Obviously, I understand with the move to New Zealand, I will have to step back and learn the new system, learn the new process, learn the machines, get used to the people that I will be working with, and then upskill from there. I've been upskilling myself my whole life. It's the way it is. It's the way my dad taught me, and I've been doing that my whole life. I've also trained tradesmen, trade qualified people, upskilled them to work within our type of tolerances, 0.01 of a millimeter. And as I say, you're never too old to learn. I would say that's about it.